XRP approximately, to get a niche ETF listing nowadays. And Ondo just announced any other important partnership that could ship it to new all-time highs. This is your Alt Combos news. Hey, what is up, absolutely everyone? My name is Cody, and in case you're new, right here, make sure to like, subscribe, and switch on notifications so you recognize when I drop today's content. Follow us on Twitter, I'llComeBuzz.io, and as constantly, not fanch advice, and wish the nice of good fortune to your crypto adventures. All right, guys, so welcome back. We have continued to cut as CPI got here in quite warm the day before today. We are above expectancies for inflation. But as you could see here at the 4-hour chart, we're simply persevering with to chop. So essentially, we've stayed around the identical $96,000 for over 7 days now. So it's only a week of persevered chop. Even though we move up and down and up and down and up and down, we're in the same specific spot as we were 7 days ago. So that is just a very uneven market. Nothing virtually pronouncing which direction we're going to become going. It will be up, it may be down, but it appears in spite of inflation records, we do not nonetheless recognize what path we're heading toward, so we simply need to sort of keep ready and notice. Hopefully this resolves one way or the other very quickly. First off, nowadays we've got Donald Trump Jr. is now following the Ripple's X account. Something extensive is unfolding backstage for XRP. So Donald Trump Jr. is now following Ripple's X account, which is very large. Then we additionally have Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse on Bloomberg announcing this. So RippleNet is trying to take on Swift. What's been the traction like? Who's come on board? So we now have properly over 100 customers ranging from a number of the largest banks within the world to price companies to the Western Unions and MoneyGrams, Linlin Pay out of China. How many banks? It's over 100. I honestly don't know the precise number now. Last time we announced the general public, we said over 100. We'll in all likelihood announce the subsequent minute when we get to over 200. We're signing up extra than a financial institution every week now. And then Jack the Rippler additionally shared this approximately every week in the past, pronouncing the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, has posted an alarm regarding their XRP ETF documents. The XRP ETF approval each time soon, so he shared this wherein the SIBO change had filed for spot XRP ETFs. And Brad Garlinghouse just did the clock emoji pronouncing it's approximately time, or time is ticking. And then we've Eleanor Tarr, who says, as in keeping with this very beneficial desk from James Safer and Eric Paltunis, we should see the SEC government acknowledging Grayscale's XRP spot ETF filing as early as Thursday 2/13, that is today, if it indeed chooses to acknowledge it. The SEC normally has approximately 15 days to well-known 19 earlier than filings, and Grayscale filed their conversion utility on January 30th. Either manner, it must supply us an amazing idea of the way the present-day SEC Commission is thinking about XRP. So we realize that XRP has been, you recognize, being sued by using the SEC. It has been the biggest ongoing case for over 5 years now at this point. We recognize that, you recognize the XRP has gained, Ripple has won a lot of the instances against the SEC, but it's just been sort of ongoing for a while now. And now that the XRP goes to have a potential ETF and that they have to go through the SEC, we're going to see, for the primary time, I wager, after Gary Gensler has left, what the present-day SEC and the commissioners are thinking about XRP, and if they are going to be recognized a lot more lenient now that Gary Gensler is gone and now that Trump's in. And so we are going to see that today. We're going to look what occurs and how they renowned it afterward nowadays, in all likelihood after New York Open. Then we also have Polymarket saying the chances of a Ripple ETF approval in 2025 are at an 81% threat. So do we think there may be going to be an ETF someday, this YR most likely? Do we suppose it's going to manifest today? Hard to mention. You recognize it can manifest today, and it can be a very huge marvel. You understand, we do have Brad Garlinghouse pronouncing an ETF is coming at any time now, but will happen in 2025 most possibly. Now, as for XRP, I will say it does appearance a touch bit stronger than the rest of the market. While we are nonetheless conserving underneath resistance right here, that's normally pretty bearish due to the fact typically this underside retest, you understand, reclaims all the way down to the bottom right here. But I will say hovering below it is a bit more bullish because you spot we've these wicks up into it, and each time we hold up better, and so consolidation beneath resistance is bullish as long as it's no longer without delay breaking down. So you can see we had these wicks up, wicks up, wicks up. If those wicks then, if it went up, after which we right away came down, it'd be plenty greater bearish, obviously. But due to the fact we're wicking up, usually that is like form of like a brick wall. The greater instances you hit this brick wall, the more like it is going to be to break through on like the fourth or fifth time. And so it does sort of look like that for XRP, in which we're consolidating underneath this resistance. It'll probably destroy through some time, relying on if there may be news that comes out nowadays and what happens with the SEC and the XRP ETF filing. Now, if you do need to trade XRP, in case you need to shop for a SPA, or in case you need to change on Doritos, you can do on our partners right here at ByteFi, which I'll have connected down underneath. There's additionally merchandising taking place for ByteFi right now for just depositing no less than $100 into the change. You may start getting rewards. So if you do need to trade, you could take a look at ByteFi, which we do have a link down below. Then moving on, we have Ondo Finance, which honestly just introduced even more news. Ondo's coming out with a number of information each day. They stated, "We're excited to announce a strategic collaboration with World Liberty Finance, which is Donald Trump's DeFi venture, to develop the adoption of tokenized world property and convey conventional finance on-chain." World Liberty Finance is exploring the integration of Ondo's tokenized property into the World Liberty Network as a Treasury Reserve asset, together with USDY, best to be had to non-US people outside the US, and OUSG. World Liberty Finance plans to combine USDY, OUSG, and tokenized securities from Ondo's upcoming international markets into the World Liberty Finance platform, enabling seamless borrowing, lending, and margin trading for eligible users. Through this collaboration, World Liberty Finance plans to come to be a strategic collaborator in Ondo's journey to scale Ondo global markets, a platform designed to allow the tokenization of traditional economic assets like shares and bonds. As part of the collaboration, qualifying World Liberty Finance customers will advantage access to Ondo global markets tokens